Fresco, man, how you doing?
What's poppin', kid? Man,
Chilling.
good to be here, buddy. Good to be here.
Oh yeah, man, it's a good thing to have you here, bro. I just seen that you dropped a block. It's called Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's called Blockbuster.
Yes, on
Yeah,
Evelyn,
yeah.
and I see the catchiness in that shit.
Yeah, you know.
Talk about how that came together.
Well, first off, I got to shout out the producer who produced every track on there, even the soundscapes for the skits and everything like that. Jerry Parker. You know what I'm saying? He a Detroit legend. He done got credits from everybody from DBC. You know what I'm saying? Yo, girl.
Cashed up?
You feel me?
Cap.
You know, he got some shit with her. You know, it just a lot of people in the city. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. Like back in 2020, he had a sale going on. He got a sale going on now. So go check him out on Instagram. He got a sale going on. Y'all go buy these beats because y'all go listen to my shit and y'all can see how this shit ride. But 2020, he had a sale going on. And I knew him from, cause I've been doing in the rap shit since like 2011, like, but I haven't been rapping. You feel me? So I started off as like an executive producer, and I used to love cultivating sounds and cultivating and curating albums for my homie Sean Carlo. He did a lot of his early work. I was the executive producer on like his first three albums, and we was doing our thing and moving in the ranks. In 2011, we ran into a cat named Chavis Chandler, who did a lot of work with Jerry Parker. Now Chavis Chandler was on your live last night.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was spitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know he did a lot of work with Jerry, and in 2020. Now I gotta fast forward back to 2020. I had set up a Sean Carlo versus Chavis Chandler versus when verses like first came out. You know what I'm saying? Like literally the weekend after the first verses, I set that up. You know what I'm saying?
Legendary.
You know, and Jerry has slid into the live, right? And he was talking about working with Carlo because him and Carlo hadn't worked yet, and I'm like, oh shit, who is this? I, follow him and everything like that. So he had to sell. Hit him up. He one of the hardest producers to get a hold to though, because he always moving, always selling, always doing shit. So you got to catch him when you catch him. But when you catch him, he got some fire for you. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard to really get a hold of him. But when I did, we sat there, played some beats. You know what I'm saying? I had some shit that I already wrote, so I saw if the cadences worked with it, and I was like, okay, I just need some shit that ride, but I need like different feels on all of them. I didn't know that they was necessarily gonna be called Blockbuster. I didn't know none of that because I kind of do my creative process in kind of like steps. Like I'll get the beats, then I'll sit on the beats for maybe 6 months to a year and sit and how do these beats make me feel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all these beats made me feel like movies. You know what I'm saying? It was all some movie shit. You know, whether it was like some emotional movie shit, whether it was some cool riding, chilling movie shit, but everything reminded me of some movie shit, right?
Yeah.
And I like, so it was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna name all these songs after motherfucking movies of movies that I fucked with as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And the world that my music take place in is a place that me and my homie Sean Carlo, I told you when I was executive producing for, we had created back in like 2013, and it's pretty much a place of creative freedom. You know what I'm saying? Anything that ever was created and with pureness is still running in Freedom Town. So that's why Blockbuster is even existing in this, you know what I'm saying, realm where I even would Tyler Blockbuster, because nigga Blockbuster ain't here no more. Yeah. You feel me? But
and that's gonna catch a lot of eyes.
And people gonna think about it, you know what I'm saying? Then the movie titles they gonna think like, oh shit. So I think the way I package my music is what's different. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes beyond just putting words on beats, because if you can do that, all right.
Well, you had a track on there. I think it's called Money, right?
Money Talks.
Yeah, Money Talks, and that's one I love that fucking movie. I don't know if that's off the movie with Chris Tucker, obviously. Yeah,
Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites, bro. I love that movie, bro. I used to watch that movie all the time.
Yeah, that movie is fucking legendary, and I actually like that track a lot.
Thank you.
And I don't know, it brought me back a little bit, but it still stayed modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how are you guys able to kind of conduct that where it's still modern, but it's like off something old school as that movie?
Well, I gotta give Jerry all the credit for the production, but as far as like the cadence and me, the way I attack the beat, I would say I listen to a lot of music. Like a lot of music. Like I've been listening to music since I can remember. Like I'm talking about in high school, I was the one. When all the new jams came out, you came and listened to my iPod because I had them first. I told everybody about Swag Surfing. I put everybody in Renaissance on Drake before Drake popped. In 2008, 2009, before he really took off, I told everybody go listen to Heartbreak Drake. Go listen. I told them. I was the one. You feel me? It's girls in my graduating class who wrote in my yearbook like you put me onto so much different type of music, and I ain't just talking about just like regular music. I'm talking about pop hits. You know what I'm saying? Like
who'd you predict from Detroit before everybody else knew?
Sada Baby.
Word.
Sada Baby. I saw Sada Baby perform 2015, right? And I told you I've been in this since 2011. So I done seen a lot of performance. I done seen a lot of niggas come and go. I saw Dej Loaf before she blew up with Try Me. Dej Loaf opened up for one of the shows that me and my homies put together back in 2012 before Try Me took off. You feel me? It's so but Sada Baby was the one I saw and was like, it's something special. I'm at a Currency concert, right? Me, I'm trying to see Spitta. I ain't really trying to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama is opening up for him, though. I'm talking about Peasy opened up. I'm talking about Iceware was there. You know what I'm saying? It was another cat that I really fucked with. I forgot his name, but I loved his energy. He was in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? People was in that bitch, right? So this is when Sada only had Sticks and Stones and Stacy out. No mixtape yet. You feel me? And the dude that was hosting, he was like, yeah, man, this next cat coming up, he got a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I think everybody gonna fuck with him. You know, me, I'm from Detroit. It take a lot you gotta impress me. You feel me? So I'm sitting there with my arms folded. Like, bro, get everybody off the stage and bring Spit out. That's just my focus, bro. I ain't hating, but it's like this like the 7th, 8th motherfucker that didn't win on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, bro. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because
that's how they make the money.
You know, like they sell those spots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They sell those spots. So
as many as you can.
You know, shit. 20 of y'all, all right, fuck it.
Right. So
20 of y'all. And we'll start at 6.
So Scoop comes on the stage.
Oh yeah, Scoop's on stage, right? Whole red zone behind him. About 30 deep. I'm thinking like, God damn, bro, this motherfucking brought the whole party with him, right? So, song come on. I'm like, all right. They going crazy, singing crazy. Okay, I'm like, I'm bobbing my head now. Still arms folded though, right? Okay, Sticks, Stones, break my bones, but this chopstick gon' take it. So I'm like, okay. And then next thing you know, Stacy come on, right?
Yeah.
And he go even crazier, and I'm just like, damn. So at this point, he done hopped off the stage, right? We at the I forgot where we was at, but he hops off the stage. Right, and starts dance battling with a motherfucker in the stage. I'm thinking the shit was staged. How it just started happening. It was just like the dude started dancing with him. Sada started dancing back like, bitch, you ain't gonna get me. And the nigga tried to get him back. So I was like, nope, bitch, you ain't gonna get me. And then it was happening so long, the song went off, so they went back and played Sticks and Stones. And at this point, I had new Sticks and Stones, so I was like, yeah, you know. And by this point, the energy was infectious. You couldn't not see it in the room. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh. Whoever he is about to take off
for sure.
And I was working at the plant at that time. I went to the plant, told everybody like, this nigga right here, listen to these 2 songs, tell me that nigga ain't sweet. And
yeah, you could see it in the energy.
Oh yeah, it was infectious. It was and that's like performing is such a big part of the shit. And it's like its own major part.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you can live alone on being a performer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that in itself holds weight. You know?
Sure.
So like
sure.
when I saw that, I knew as long as he knew how to, you know, keep his cadences catchy and keep with good beat selection and package his shit right, he'll be able to perform forever. So that's why I knew T Grizzly was gonna take him on when he took him on tour. I knew why he took him on tour. He had to set that energy. T Grizzly couldn't do that by himself. It was obvious to me. Cause I see the game a little different. You feel me? I ain't just looking at it as a consumer.
Right.
You know?
Like you know, it's like player select mode in any video game, and you know, if it's 2 people on your team, you know, he grabbed in because he's gonna set the tone straight, come in and fuck it up after that.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Facts.
You bring the energy.
Facts. Without Dennis Rodman, shit don't start.
Shit. How you gonna shut down the defense, and how you gonna start the offense?
So you look at things like a playbook.
Yeah, bro. Everything is, bro. To me, life is basketball. Life is basketball. I learned that at a young age. I was hooping. I started hooping at 4. You know what I'm saying? Organized. You know what I'm saying? I went and even played college basketball. You know what I'm saying? And it was totally off our hard work and will. It wasn't skill. I didn't get skillful until I got to college. You feel me? But I look at life like basketball. If you work hard, you know what I'm saying? You do the little stuff. You do the stuff nobody wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And you passionate about what you do, you golden, bro. You good. You could that like this ball can take you anywhere. This microphone can take you anywhere. Yeah. You feel me? As long as you play it right. You gotta know what your strengths are.
Yeah.
Know what you do. What you do well.
When you were an executive, so you were an executive producer.
Yeah.
In about 2011, 2012, you said.
Yeah. Well, yeah. 2012, 2015.
What did success come out of it? Like what?
Well, I would see. Success is such a
vague.
Yeah, it's such a vague term, right? Like,
did you get what you wanted?
This came out of it. Yeah. This came out of it. You know what I'm saying? My passion for creating, my passion for putting seeing an idea in my head with a sound and a vision and seeing it on platforms where you got like people like Drake and J. Cole and Lil Durk and like whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm able to put my shit on the same platform and let it be judged by the world. Like that shit in itself is gratifying.
Right.
You know? So all the shit I learned as an executive producer allowed me to be at this point right here. Right. You know what I'm saying? It allowed me to understand like this shit is all strategic. You know what I'm saying? You need to put your best foot forward, and whatever your best foot is, allow that shit to shine.
What do you think these younger artists, what mistakes do you see them making right now?
Trying to sound like each other. It's the problem. So look, I'm an entrepreneur, right? I got a transportation company, and I be driving for Lyft, right? For my transportation company. And that's how I market my music. You feel me? You hop in the car. You in the car for like 5 minutes. Hey, you trying to hear my new song? If they fuck with it, they fuck with it. They follow me. They do all that. If they don't, they like keep working. You know what I'm saying? You know, I only had one girl who really was like, no, I don't like it. Yeah. And I was like, cool. I appreciate that. You feel me? One out of 1,000 ain't bad. Yeah. You feel me? But anyway, 7 times out of 10, when I say that, they hit me with, oh shit, you want to hear my shit? Yeah. So it's like, I hear it all the time. And so like, motherfuckers will play me shit. And I'm like, oh yeah, bro, that shit cool, but you kind of sound like Baby Tron. And one dude even, he was like, bro, that was me and Baby Tron. See, I was like, oh, see? I was like, see, bro? Like, that's what I heard, bro. I ain't hearing nothing else. I just heard that. Yeah. You know, and like, they don't understand what it is to be an artist. Right, and I give a lot of props to my homie Sean Carlo. Go follow him at Carlo No Politics. The one who really got me started in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, his passion and wanting to do music. Him wanting to do music his whole career, his whole life since he was like 10. Yeah, you feel me? And him just saying like, bro, I need help. You know, and I'm like, shit, what you need me to do? And you know, we studio late nights. You know. Pressing CDs, because back then it was hard to get on platforms. It wasn't.
Talk
no really
about
streaming.
That process a little bit about how you get on platforms back in the day.
Back in the day, you had to actually buy a barcode. You had to go actually buy a barcode, and it was like $60 or some shit. And then after you bought that barcode, you had to pretty much go into a deal with iTunes, and iTunes took motherfucking 30% off rip. And you was left there with that pretty much that 70, but then like 4% went somewhere else. It was real fun. It was pretty much a 60-40 deal. And you know, at that time it was like nobody was using iTunes to like listen to music. Niggas still had CDs and shit. So you can go press some CDs and get some CDs out, because that's when everybody was at the gas station doing that shit. But that was like towards the end of it. Yeah. So that like really, I guess, slow shit up, because we spent so much time and money doing that when we could have just actually just been ahead of the curve and just still paid the money and got our shit on there a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? Now if I see trends like that, I'm hopping on them. Like this one trend, that I need to tell you about.
Yeah.
So Pete, it's a streaming service called Trubify, right? It's new. Not even about a year. You feel me? Probably only got about 2,000 users, something like that, maybe even less, right? But they pay you for live streaming. For like music though, strictly every content is music. It's nothing but music. There's no cats, pictures of cats. There's no TikToks, dances. It's all music. So it's like people live performing, people making beats, people rapping, it's people working on albums. It's people it can be people doing music reviews. You feel me?
Trubify.
Okay. Tell them I sent you. Look. Shit, yeah. So when you motherfucking you this is what happened. I was supposed to go live. I got high and forgot. But you go live, right? You go live. You set it up. You say, hey, you know, they can send you coins like motherfucking Mixer or motherfucking Twitch and motherfucking Facebook Live and shit. You know how motherfuckers send you stars or like in-app currency.
Yeah, badges.
You feel me? You're pretty shit like that, right?
Yeah.
You can buy coins and send them to artists, and that counts as revenue. Not only does that count as revenue, every time you get a live viewer, like somebody watching your shit, you know, you had like 115 people in your shit the other night.
Yeah.
You would have got 2 cents for every one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then if they came back and watched your shit the next day, you would have got 1 cent for every archive views if they watched it over a minute.
Okay.
I'm on it.
I'm on that. That sounds pretty hip. Yeah.
You know? Like
that sounds like a good move actually.
Bruh.
I'm definitely gonna check that out, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna pop up.
Bruh.
Look at like what's that new app at House? What the fuck's that shit called? Where everybody's
Clubhouse?
Clubhouse.
Yeah,
like that shit's like in the middle right now. Like a lot of artists gave it attention, and then it kind of popped off, and then it settled down, but now it's kind of like coming back a little bit more.
Yeah. I've been seeing. I never really got hip to it. Never really got on it because I didn't like the whole.
Too many people.
I didn't like the whole having to get invited thing. I didn't appreciate that.
Oh, I didn't
like that. So that turned me off from the whole shit.
I just don't like 16 people in one room. Like I don't never understand. Even podcasts, I never understood how they have like 8 people on one table. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to hear 8 different people talk unless I know all 8 other motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, no, that shit done.
So right now the path that you guys are on right now, talk about. Have you guys got any features that you guys have worked with? Anybody you've worked with, or anything that you guys done that's like a milestone right now?
Shit, say a milestone. Well, for 5 years straight, we pretty much do the most litest party in Detroit.
What's it called?
It was called the Mixer.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I've heard of the Mixer.
Yeah,
that's you. You guys run that?
We did that.
Oh shit! Okay.
5 years.
Okay,
straight. Went crazy.
Yeah.
Every year was even crazier than the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And then the motherfucking fourth one. The third one was cool. The fourth one was the one where the party got shut down at like 12:30, but I got people that will vouch to this day that it was the most latest party they ever been to, and if you told them they would have got maced at the end of the night, they still would have went.
Why'd they get shut down?
Shit, bro. So the motherfucking venue double booked us on some dumb shit, bro. They didn't know we was gonna slap that bitch out like that. So it was ran by a janky promoter. That's another thing I don't like fucking with is janky motherfuckers when it come to like shit like that. Like, come on, bro. We paying you thousands of dollars to rent out your shit, and you gonna do some sly shit like book a party upstairs when you know we might have some motherfuckers that need to go upstairs. Yeah. You feel me? And they booked a bitch like 21st birthday or some shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? She had like everybody in white and shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? But they wasn't as deep as the party. Yeah. The party was man, but yeah. So anyway, somebody from the party bumped a nigga from the other party. You feel me? And then like they was about to fight, and then security just came through and maced the whole party.
Maced them?
They maced the whole party.
What's that?
Just maced the whole party, bro.
You're good. Oh yeah, you're cool, man.
Yeah.
You're cool, man.
Just makes the whole party, bro. Just.
Well, hold on. I want to see if I want to get that story.
Okay.
That shit's hilarious.
All right.
Dude, I watched the security guy at Como's mace this dude. He's like, what did the guy say to him? He's like, oh, it was something. He said some like stupid racist comments. He like said it, and it was like this old privileged ass white dude. And this security guard is like an old black dude. He cracked the door open. He went like deadpan, bro. He did not give a fuck. He was like, fuck this.
Man, get back to this Mason shit. So this whole party you were at that you were running, everybody was there got maced.
And yeah, bro. And the crazy thing was, I was doing the liquor run, so I didn't get maced.
Yeah.
But I came back and saw the aftermath. It was some of the crowd. I thought somebody died, bro. It was some of the craziest shit, bro. People was bleeding. People was pouring milk on their face. It was just so much going on. I didn't know what happened until later on when they told me. But this is the story that I got from it. So somebody from the party that we set up bumped somebody from the party that was there when they double booked, and they were about to fight. And I think security just didn't want to be there because they saw this bitch was slapping too hard because it was motherfucking 12. You know what I'm saying? And it was packed. Like, I'm talking about packed. And it was just a good time. You know what I'm saying? We had some good drink specials. You know, we had a good, like, a whole, the whole concept of the mixer was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because it was bringing everything together, right? Because at the time, bro, in 2011, 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? That was when I think the underground Detroit rap and like the mainstream Detroit rap, it kind of just like
started gelling.
Gelling together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then kind of like the underground rap scene kind of started taking its own form, and there was a lot of shows going on, a lot of people doing things, a lot of people doing shit, and a lot of people doing shit like this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And on top of doing music. So we was like, we need to get all these people together. You know what I'm saying? At an event. You know, get the blogger with the rapper that want to hang out with the singer, and bring them there with the fans. Right?
Smart.
Mix them all together.
Mixed.
The mixer. And so yeah, we did that. So that was the most successful shit. Like I'm pretty much, I can probably live off that. I'll be saying that shit to random people and they be like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, because it.
How often do you guys run that?
Shit, we ain't did that shit since 2017.
I feel like I just heard that somebody was running that shit.
No, it's not the
original.
No.
Yeah, somebody else took that name.
Yeah, they for sure. It's been stuff that's, you know, tried to compare to what it is, but that you had to be there for those
the
five.
The original, yeah.
You had to be there for those five, and you know.
That's a brilliant concept. Yeah, it's a brilliant concept. The original guys are always gonna do the best. At the end of the day, yeah. So you guys run the mixer, you know, that event, and that was a good milestone for you. As far as the music's concerned, have you guys hit anything yet? Has there been any moments that stood out to you guys yet?
Any moments that stood out, man. Oh, crazy. For me, I can't speak for everybody, right? Because, you know, they their own men and women and everything like that. But I'm gonna tell you mine. It just happened recently too. Like recent as fuck. So, you know, I told you I drive Lyft. You feel me? And I picked up a motherfucking passenger, right? It's early in the morning. I picked him up from the airport. I mean, not the airport, the fucking hospital. Right? Young cat. Look kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, he got glasses. He might fuck with my shit. Let me play my shit. Right? And I'm like, you know, you mind listening to my shit? He's like, all right, yeah, go ahead. I'm playing it. And he stopped me in like the first 20 seconds. Like, oh yeah, this out already. I said, like, yeah, I just released it on the 20th. He said, at this point I'm thinking like he's slow or something. Right? Yeah. I'm like, what you mean it's out already? Like, what? All right. I'm like, I shouldn't even play this for him. Yeah. Right? Come to find out, he a real ass nigga and I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, bro, I'm telling you, like, this is out already. I heard this. Like, I listened to this. Like, I was like, what? He said, no, I listen to this, bro, like every day. Like motherfucking my kids love this song.
Damn.
And I said, what? So I'm fucked up driving, like, bro, for real? He said, yeah, bro, look. Scrolled on this motherfucking phone, went to his shit and said, look. Damn. Here you go.
Damn.
He said, bro, I'm it's crazy that I'm even in the car with you right now, bro. He's like, all my people know about you, bro. You got more fans than you know. And I said, bro, for real? He said, bro, I need a picture with you.
Damn.
I said, damn, bro, that shit mean so much, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It mean I'm doing something right, bro. It's like, I might not say the craziest shit, you feel me? I might not, you know, do none of that, like, lyrical, intricate shit. But I implemented a little bit. I might not have the most, you know, like a Kendrick Lamar or a J. Cole and shit like that, but I'm a play some shit. Every time you hear that bitch, you're gonna be able to ride your head to it. I'm gonna say some shit that might make you laugh. You feel me? And at the end of that song, you're gonna say, that shit was straight.
Yeah.
And you can't never say it was trash. It might not be the shit you love the most, but if you fuck with me as an artist, you'll find your shit that's like, oh yeah, this when you was going crazy. Because I done found that like different people like different shit about what I do.
For sure.
You feel me?
Oh yeah, it's always just a gratifying moment, man.
Yeah. But back to Dog, and he was like, you know, I need a picture with you. So I took a picture with him. You know what I'm saying? I still I still communicate with him. You know what I'm saying? I hit him up the other day.
He's a real fan, dude.
Yeah, that shit real. You know, that was the most, you know, gratifying shit for me, but the biggest milestone. And this the craziest part too. So I asked him how you hear about it. You know, cause like you had to somebody had to ride with you, right? Like had to ride with me and told him like, hey bro, listen to this song. Yeah. He said, nah, bro, I was at the liquor store.
It played off the
and somebody was banking it. And he was like, I sat there for an extra 2 minutes just listening to it, and then I had to Shazam it because Dog was looking at me crazy, so I didn't want to ask him what the name of the song was. I was like,
that's hilarious.
I was like, damn, bro, at the liquor store? He said, bro, at the liquor store.
Yeah.
I said, damn. That shit crazy.
What was the name? Let me write down the name of the song.
Boomerang. That was with my homegirl Isis DeMille.
Okay, let me
she a neo soul artist. You know what I'm saying? That it's on Blockbuster.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Sound like a boomerang.
See, that story is so great now. Yeah, that everybody's gotta go fuck with that song now.
You feel me? Like, yeah.
That's how that shit gets started, man. I swear, my favorite songs have always been something that I heard somebody else listening to, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
It's rare though that somebody shows me a song and then I'll fuck with it though. Like that's so rare for me.
See, me too. But it all depends on that song.
It does, but it's been so rare that somebody's been like, "Yo, listen to my song" or like something, and then I listen and be like, "Oh, that's a new favorite for me." It's always when I randomly heard it, like out of nowhere, like, "Oh, I want to figure out who the fuck that is."
What's more random than the Lyft ride?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's as random as it gets.
You know,
and that's how I figured out about Future because I was watching an Instagram post from our boys, and they were just like kicking it in the car listening to Future. And I was like, who the fuck is that? Courage Dollar too. Courage Dollar, he was playing off my friend's radio, and I was like, holy shit, who is this motherfucker? And I already knew Courage, I just didn't know he could sing like that.
Right.
And it took me 3 hours to figure out who it was. I was messaging everybody, who is it? I finally got the song. The song wasn't released yet, so I texted Courage. I said, Courage, send me that song, bitch. He sent it to me a week later. He's like, if you send anybody this shit, I'm killing your ass.
Right.
I got you. But yeah, man, it's always when you hear songs that out of nowhere that you fall in love with the motherfucker. But talk about so right now you've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? 2011 till now. Talk about some of the things that you're seeing in this scene that you. Maybe
I like or that I don't like. I
was gonna say more so dislike, but I was also gonna say this: like, what was better then than it is now, as far as any part of the entertainment scene?
We got eyes on us. You feel me? And not just the city eyes. We got eyes on us. You know, people like the sound now. They like that Detroit pop. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's wild because like I'm as a fan of music, I really didn't fuck with it for real until like I kind of appreciated the motherfucking struggle when I started doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now I see, you know, it's a lot to be a Detroit rapper because shit, Detroit rappers never really got eyes, you know, from the outside world. You know, it was like Tone had got his deal. You feel me? But Blade, you know what I'm saying? If the deal in at least 10 mil, I ain't signing. You feel me? You know, no deal on chill in a YCL. You know, niggas wasn't thinking about getting industry deals, you know, but now industry deals is possible, and they, you know, kind of was getting handed out at the time, and, you know, now they kind of still getting handed out, so eyes is on us. That's the biggest thing, you know, eyes. So
you think right now there is definitely people watching?
Yeah, bro, Peasy and Icewear was just on $1 million worth of game like a couple days ago. Like, if that ain't something big for Detroit hip hop, bro, you ain't been watching, cause they ain't been fucking with us for real. You know what I'm saying? They fucked with a couple. They you know what I'm saying, and there really wasn't too much of the street motherfuckers. You know, if you was a street Detroit rapper, it was hard for you to really get on. It's kind of really hard for you to get on now, cause they still doing it and they doing it well, so they don't really need no new street Detroit rappers. We need some multifaceted, talented Detroit rappers. You feel me? Kind of like how Chicago switched it up with the Polo G's and all that type of shit. Like, it's one thing that I noticed too. Detroit has a lot of talent. There's a lot of people doing music in this bitch, and I think it's just in our blood because of the Motown shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people doing good shit, right? It's just they like he be saying to some motherfuckers sometimes on their music reviews, they just be misdirected. You feel me? Motherfuckers that have a good voice that they can fuck around and make a crazy dumb pop song on, but they trying to sit here and rap. You know, if you realize what you do well, bro, do that shit well and see if that shit pop. Don't worry about doing some shit that everybody doing or trying to fit into a mold or some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you? You know?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, I like how you said that, multi-talented and not just taking one direction like rap. Like, if you have a good singing voice, you don't always have to take that to rap. There's R&B. There's so many other different styles that you could bring to the table. And I also noticed that like people aren't using instruments as much anymore. I remember back in the day, people used to actually use like real bass guitars. Sometimes throw that in there, throw in a guitar lick. I feel like all that shit's gone.
Yeah, it's because a lot of these hits is real simple beats, man. Them bitches got 5 sounds in it and shit. Like motherfucking Plug Walk. When rest on Plug Walk, it ain't a Detroit hit. It's some Plug Walk.
But you're right. It's about 5.
You know what I'm saying? It's 5 sounds in that beat.
Yeah, that's kind of how it's going nowadays.
You know? Yeah.
So as far as the way you're looking at it, the eyes are on us now. You believe that, but you also said that it doesn't matter that much because the guys who they're already getting fed off of it.
Yeah, but there's other lanes for people to fill. Is what I'm saying. There's other people, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to try to be the next Baby Tron. You ain't got to try to be the next Peasy or the next Payroll or, you know what I'm saying, the next nobody. You can be the first you. You know what I'm saying? With doing no type of music because you talented and you know how to do shit well. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do well. You know what I'm saying? Whether it, like me, it's shit I do well, right? Like I said, I think everything like basketball, bro. When I was on the basketball court, things I did well, I played defense, I hustled, I motherfucking moved the ball, I set good screens. I was able to make open layups. That was what I was good at, and I did that and well enough to get me to college, right? So as far as rapping, right, I'm good at finding cadences for beats. I'm good at finding beats. I'm good at curating sounds. I'm good at motherfucking putting projects together and creating this musical world where you can kind of fall into, and whenever you kind of step into it, you can go ahead and fall back to all the old music and kind of catch up to where the fuck we at now. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that type of shit is what I'm good at, and that's what I'm continue to do. So nothing I like when it comes, like, you know how people say like I'm gonna just put out a single or I'm gonna just, you know, do an album like this. Whatever, however it comes, how it's gonna come. But I'm doing something every year. You know, I'm gonna just be consistent that way. Not really doing videos and shit yet, you know, because I ain't really seeing no money off of it. So I'm just trying to, you know, get as many ears and as many eyes on me as possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do as many interviews, you know, because I feel like that's one of the key things for me, you know, just talking. Yeah. You know, just seeing people, you know, letting people tap into something more than the music, because I ain't really talking about shit when I'm rapping, because shit, what half the time people want to hear ain't talking about shit, but I'm gonna talk about some shit, but I ain't really talking about shit like some shit that we want to sit here like no business credit and how to do shit like that. I ain't talking about that in my music, because niggas don't want to hear that in the club.
Have you been going through this process with the music industry, and has it been a smooth ride, or do you think there's unprofessionalism? Do you think there's anything that makes it harder as far as the way people do business? Or has everything just been going as planned as far as marketing yourself?
I mean, as far as myself, I think everything was going as planned, and that's only because I was able to have those early years with Carlo. You know what I'm saying? And learn from shit. You know, I didn't make some of the same mistakes. You know, it was I guess a learning curve. So I was able to do this right. You know, so my first album, like I was a rapper for 2 years before I released a project. You feel me? Because I knew once I released the project, I wanted to get better after every one, but I wanted to keep releasing shit. I didn't want to just stop. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, 2016, I started rapping. I tried to figure out what I want to do. Because at first I was like, fuck it, you know what? I'm about to be like Lil B. Right? I'm about to just put out 1,000,000 songs, put them all out, and just put my face all over social media and just see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was just thinking like, bro, I don't really even like social media like that. I don't really even like doing all of that dumb shit. Like, right? And then Carlo was like, bro, come on now, bro. You know that's not really the way you want to go. And I was just like, bro,
yeah, man,
you right, bro. I could do that, but I ain't gonna do it. All right. What do I do well? All right.
I could see you being that guy who's outside and inside, just like you're doing it right now. You can executive produce, but you can also create the music.
For sure.
You can also put events together and just you understand the industry, and I think that's what the most important thing is.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like I was watching an interview with Smooth. Shout out to Dog. Young Dog doing this thing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. But I was watching an interview and he was talking about, the business side of music, and how crazy it is, bro. Yeah, like so wild. Like the fact that you can have like your publishing and your masters are like two completely separate different things, but like it all goes into one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's so complicated because both of them can be broken up into pieces. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what? Yeah. It's like, what is going on here? But if like that's why I will feel like I'm always gonna be independent forever. It's never gonna unless if a motherfucking label come to me, they coming to me. We talking partnership, we talking equity, we talking some shit, and that because at that point it's too many eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? Like people that see this now is the beginning of my music journey because I'm not gonna stop. Like I'm 39, I'm probably not gonna stop rapping until I'm 40, and I'm gonna be putting out good music that motherfucking stay with the time because I got an ear for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people do kind of address like rappers that anywhere above the age of 28 to say kind of like stop rapping, like you didn't make it yet, so why do you keep rapping if you haven't made it in 20 years?
Well, why not? 2 Chainz ain't really popped till he turned 2 Chainz. He was Titty Boy doing his thing, but why not? It's like, and then at the same time, most of these rappers is old now. Drake 30 something, Kanye 30 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it's a young man game because the sound just came from the young. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you got a passion for it, why not? Who is you to tell me I can't put out music? You can't listen. You cannot listen to it. Go ahead. I ain't got no problem with that. Stay asleep. I ain't gotta wake you up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Eventually, because like I want to have a cult like following. You feel me? I want people to fuck with me and my music. You feel me? But I want people to fuck with me first, right?
Right.
For example, my favorite rapper right now, right? Like I think J. Cole's the best rapper, but my favorite rapper is Currency. Hot Spitter. Shout out to Currency. Like my nigga is so personable. You feel me? It's been multiple concerts when that nigga hopped out, stopped and signed shoes for damn near everybody in the motherfucking arena. You feel me?
Yeah, his social presence.
You feel me? Like
he's connected with the fans.
Like he's connected with the people who fuck with his music, right? Yeah. People that fuck with his music, they checking for him. He ain't got to tell you he dropping. People gonna check and see if he just dropped. You know what I'm saying? And oh shit, he about to drop. Yeah. So like
it's different.
It's different if motherfuckers checking for your music. You know what I'm saying? That's what you really want. You want motherfuckers waiting for your shit, trying to see when your next shit come out.
I feel like a lot of people like they would just they would watch this podcast right here and be like, well, Fresco has a lot of information and a lot of intel,
right? But
he's been in the industry for 20 years, and they want to see like where's the chains at, where's like the money at, where's like the success at, and they would say like, okay, well, some of those clowns are gonna be like, oh, he's driving Lyft. Like, how does that make any sense?
Pete, but I own my own transportation company, so that's not my car I'm driving. That's my company car.
Okay, smart.
You feel me? I'm building business credit on this company that I on this platform that I just do marketing for my music with.
Oh, smart.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I play my music for almost 15 to 20 new people a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While getting money for taking them to wherever the fuck they going. Right? And then I'm paying my company $400 a week to rent my damn car. You feel me? And that pays for everything for the car.
Yeah.
You know, so and then on top of that, I'm building business credit. Just started the company in August, right? Got a $3,000 card. Shit, just told me I got an increase. It's $5,000 now. So that's what I can use that for my, you know, for my business. You feel me? So that's just one step, and I just started the company. So you feel me? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not just a rapper.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? I'm like you said, like my information too much. I know too much. I'm gonna make it either way, whether it's rapping or not. I'm just doing rapping because I like to rap.
Yeah.
You feel me? I like to put shit together. You know, and if you want to come along on this journey and you want to see how I put shit together and how I work from here on out, you can come on and fuck with me.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's really what I'm on. So I'm not really on, I need to make a fucking hit and it's about to be on and I'm about to get all the fucking strength. No, nigga, I'm about to sit here, create music how I create music, put it out to the world and let the world do what the world do.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't really here.
I feel like since you have so much accumulated knowledge of it and you've been in the industry and you've been obviously listening to all sorts styles of music for probably since you were a kid.
Yeah.
Did you go through the Tupac era? Did you go through?
Yeah, my dad listened to rap while I was growing up. I listened to Tupac, DMX, a little bit of Snoop Dogg, The Persuasions.
So let me see what 2020. Okay, so hold up. So basically, Tupac. How old were you when Tupac died?
When Tupac died with 96.
Yeah.
I was 5.
Oh, so you didn't get to go through you didn't get to know
I didn't know. But I knew Tupac. I knew his greatest hits because my dad played his greatest hits album front to back my whole life. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I never went back and listened to a whole Tupac album because all I know is I just need to listen to his greatest hits, both of the fucking CDs, and I'll be good. I like you know what I'm saying? Because shit, they put it all together for me. You know, and then that kind of bring me back to my childhood. You know. So
then Eminem came out like maybe 5 years later.
I was on that heavy.
Yeah. So Eminem you were a fan?
Eminem was the first cassette tape I bought.
Same here, yeah.
I bought it from the corner store, motherfucking on Finkel in Southfield. Shout out my nigga Steve. He don't own that bitch no more, but he did.
I traded a copy of Grand Theft Auto for the Slim Shady. The first Grand Theft Auto I traded that for not an Eminem album, bro. Not a whole. If it was 2 songs on the bitch, it was like the Real Slim Shady and the Real Slim Shady instrumental. And then it was like an extra bonus track of Forgot About Dre on that bitch. Yeah, so I traded Grand Theft Auto for that shit. That was the worst trade ever, man.
That was bad.
I remember listening to those 3 songs like, damn, I could have been playing the video game by the time I finished these things. Like, I could have been unlimited.
Dre's pretty hot though.
Yeah, it was. But I only listened to that shit like 3 or 4 times. But so you grew up though, kind of seeing all these artists and seeing how they progress and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem is a huge topic every time he comes up on this podcast, and every time we talk about Eminem, people go crazy. What did you think about Eminem, his rise, and how do you think Detroit reciprocates Eminem?
See, we love him, right? Because that's the dog, right? But like, it's like he represents a side of the streets that ain't really represented in the city that's the blackest city in America, point blank period, right? Like he one of the coldest word put togetherers in the world. Okay? When I talk about putting together words, the man can do that in bunches, and he just talk to you in bunches and bunches and whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
You know? So you can't knock him for none of that. You know? Style was great when it first came out. It was beautiful. I loved it. And after a while, it just got kind of stale.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I think he knew that. Right? That's kind of why he took a step back and started releasing a little less and kind of started moving towards that more pop lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you notice that?
Yeah, of course. I'm not a fan of Eminem anymore, but yeah. Of course. The new music.
You know why? You know why? Because he don't make music for you no more.
Yeah.
It's okay, though.
Yeah.
Because he got different fans.
Yeah.
So it's like he don't make music for you, but he makes music. And he can still make music off of making... That's another thing, bro. Like, if a motherfucking troll was to say, oh, he ain't got no money right now, I'm like, bro, it's like, my music is out for forever. You feel me? Like 30 years from now, a motherfucker, this shit can blow up. You feel me? Like you don't know what can happen with any of this shit. So it's like you never fucking know.
But you were saying with Eminem that he's not the side of Detroit. What do you mean by that? When you're saying like he's not supporting, like talking about that side of Detroit?
Like, you know, like the motherfucking the I wouldn't say street side, but more of the other side. Yeah, the other side 8 Mile. You know, it's just like it's just the other side. It's just like,
what does that mean?
It's hard to explain, bro.
I feel like Eminem like talked more for like white trash almost than he did for the city.
Yeah, that.
Right.
I grew up in that in Van Dyke.
Okay, so he like coming from like the city like seeing shit that you ain't really like supposed to see. It's like you get a different like bop about you, right? His bop not that. Like I would say the same thing about Big Sean. Big Sean bop is not a Detroit bop, but he from the D, right? Eminem is from Detroit, but he ain't from that side. You know what I'm saying? The side is like the side is like you from the hood, but you might not be a hood guy, right? You grew up in the trenches. You grew up seeing shit you wasn't supposed to see, and it comes out in your music, you know? And his shit was more of like, you know, funny. He was trying to, you know, being extra, you know, horrific, you know, to get more plays and more attention. You know, it was kind of like first. Do
you think there's something he could have done to make Detroit like more together with him, or that side of Detroit like fuck with him even more than they did?
Nah, I think we fuck with him as much as we can.
Okay.
Cause like we fuck with him, cause that's dog. He Eminem. I think it's 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Like we talking about CDs. I had an 8 Mile CD. Took it to school. Motherfucker broke it. I almost cried. You feel me? Like look. My teacher was like, "You gotta chalk it up as a loss." I said, "What I gotta do? I gotta fill out some paperwork." He said, "No, you just gotta
chalk it up as a loss."
I said, "Oh no, it's over, bro. I need something, bro. My 8 Mile gone. So no, that's Eminem, bro. Like first cassette I bought. Like he from Detroit. Like that's he D, but he ain't like, you know, like.
Right, yeah. Because every time we talk about him, it's an interesting subject, and I wanted to get your opinion, obviously, because you've been through you've heard everybody, you've heard Tupac, you've heard all these artists in their primes and shit.
Pretty much.
You know, you grew up listening. Nowadays, some kids don't even know who Tupac is. My cousin, she's 20 years old, does not know who Tupac is. You say I just know his name, but I don't know who he is, and I'm just like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It's like not knowing who Mike Tyson is or some shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But it's like. Mike Tyson is another motherfucker that like longevity wise, like you can only name so like Kobe's always gonna be out, like everybody's always gonna know Kobe, everybody's always gonna know Tyson, everybody's always gonna know Tupac and Eminem and shit like that.
Jay-Z and all of that.
You know what's crazy? A lot of these new artists that are passing away, not to say any names, but there's a lot of new artists that are passing away, like they're probably not gonna be remembered in 15, 20 years the same way Tupac was to us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No disrespect like Juice WRLD or somebody like that. Like you guys are legend.
I think somebody like Speaker Knockers might.
No, because even Speaker Knockers, you can bring them up to a lot of
young people when
they don't know. I bet you money if I go online.
You got to catch the right. You got to catch the right age group to.
But like some people transcended that shit. Like Tupac transcended that shit.
True. I feel like what you're saying.
Speaker Knockers, like you know what I'm saying.
He like an urban legend.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta know to know.
You gotta know to know.
Yeah, but you're never gonna forget him. That's the thing.
No.
Talk about the strategy you got coming up and what the playbook is for you and how you plan to market yourself and how you plan to get yourself out there.
So Pete, you know, I got my main collection of music is the All We Do Is Smoke series. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one. That's one where in the Freedom Town metaverse, right? I created a weed sanctuary, you know. And, you know, you want to come here, smoke, have a good time, listen to some tunes, hear some funny skits, bro. Pull up. That's what's about to happen. You know, we got some characters that's always gonna come up. They always got a little story going on. They always got some adventure about to happen. You feel me? So, you know, what's popping?
Sure.
And so the first 2 volumes, The first volume was just the introduction. You know, you met a couple characters. You had a regular Friday session. You know, we told the listeners what was happening on the next shit. You know, we was about to go on our way to the strip club. We was about to go to Bap Titties. You know, bless the strippers.
Yeah.
You feel me? And if you wanted to, you know, you got to get ready for that. We was about to have a bake sale. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do that. So that was it. You know, we had a little introduction. You saw, you kind of felt what was going on, right? Volume 2 is a little deeper, right? Volume 2, we actually on a bus trip to the motherfucking strip club, right? So as a listener, you hear conversations, you know what's going on, because like you start off like 6 a.m. You know, you ever went to like a Cedar Point trip, you know, with the church or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all go in the morning, everybody standing by the bus talking shit and just, you know what I'm saying? You hear all that kind of shit. So, you know, you get that kind of feel and pretty much I make the music for the whole trip, you know, and volume 3, we're going to be at the strip club. Right?
Legendary. So
volume 3 we is coming out next year. I don't want to put a date on it yet, but next year. You feel me? And yeah, we going to the motherfucking titty bar.
I was just thinking about how, you know, you obviously know how to coordinate events and make shit happen. You know, to gather people around. You know, if you had to run a major event, I'm sure you could accomplish that. What did you think about the Travis Scott situation and how that was handled?
That shit was scary. Shit was scary. Cause it kind of reminded me of what happened at the mixer. Like I'm so happy nobody got killed. Like cause somebody got killed, I wouldn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I told you, bro, that shit, like seeing the end of the mixer, bro. I thought niggas had started shooting in that bitch, and niggas, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what happened, right? But seeing that and seeing like, damn, that's just how pretty much the mixer was, and like this, like, I mean, that's like 12 times what the fuck the mixer was, cause it's like, oh man, it's just. Shit, it was just fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Scary.
Now, as far as like accountability and everything like that, do you think Travis Scott's handling it properly? Because I know now they're trying to throw out their case.
I ain't looking into it after that. I just after I saw it was how horrific and scary that shit was. I was just thinking like, see, when you do this shit, you gotta do that shit right. That's all I thought, and I just ain't want to look at it no more. I ain't gonna lie to you.
For sure.
It was something that I didn't want to give my energy to. And shit kept popping up too on my fucking feed. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to see this shit. But I kept kind of watching a little bit. But it was I kind of stopped and I'm happy. But I don't. But I hope they throw the case out. But at the same time, I hope the families get justice. So sue his ass.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me? Get something from
celebrities is hard, man, because I think even their brains these days have gotten like, so the compassion level is just so out there, like they even forget to be compassionate because maybe they have a level of ego or something in their mind. They forget what humanity is and stuff like that. Not to say that it was his fault, but I think the way it was handled was like just stupid on every level.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like if I was in the same position, man, I don't know what I would have done, but I know it would have been so humble and so sweet and so like trying to fix.
Like, please, everybody just stop, bro. Can we chill out for 2 seconds? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, because
he was flicking the fucking ambulances off and shit.
Yeah, he was going crazy, bro. He was doing crazy. What the fuck is that? And then just still rapping. And I don't know, bro. You see some I don't know, bro. You see
tough,
some shit
man,
like that.
You went through some shit like that, obviously, in the mixer. Like, you know, even if people nothing got shut up, man. People still got fucking sprayed down, like shit like that.
Bro,
you feel
niggas got sprayed with mace, bro. Niggas was maced up. Bro, it's a tweet that motherfuckers can post at any time, and they could probably get like 12 to 100 likes if they just talk about the mixer at any given moment.
Yeah,
you feel me? Where the niggas like, we maced up.
Did anybody have video of that shit happening?
Like, it's one video. A dude posted every now and then. He posted every now and then on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
send me that shit so I can post that shit.
Bro, we maced up. All right.
Yeah, like while you're telling the story, I'll have that bitch up there. But look, man, I appreciate you being on, man. Like, this was actually really fun and getting to understand the history of music a little bit from Detroit and your knowledge of it. Is there anything else? Is there anything you wanted to touch on?
Shit. Nah, bro. I think we pretty good, bro. think we good.
Everybody go check out my boy Fresco Bundles, man. He's got a whole new project dropping next year, man. And he also has music out right now that you can go check out. Go check out the song Money Talk. It's on his Blockbuster album. That shit, I like that shit a lot. I really think that was something special. And I think if you can get a person to be a fan of one song, bro, man, you can get him to be a fan of your whole fucking career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I became slightly a fan. I gotta check you out a little bit more. I'm almost there. I'm like halfway there, bitch. I'm like, all right.
Look, bro, I got shit, bro. Just don't worry, bro. I got something for you. If it's something in my catalog that you like that I do, I'm pretty sure I'm nine times out of 10. If you only like 1 or 2 songs, I'm good with that. Just play them bitches.
Man, if anybody likes one thing I do, I'm fucking happy as fuck,
you
bro.
You feel me? Just play them bitches.
You do so much shit, and man,
like you might like Kim, dog. Man, you might like.
I want to listen to that song that was on the that motherfucking taxi. Oh, when I
was on Lyft.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Boomerang.
Yeah, Boomerang. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
But listen, man, go check out my boy Fresco Bundles, man. We got Parallel Sound Studio that we're shooting this at. Vantage Photo behind the camera. Thank you guys so much for watching this. We're out. Peace.
Hey.
That was heat, man. Let's take a picture real quick.
For sure, Brody.
Woo!